Dialogue with the Spirits of the Skin, a Mystical Beauty Saga. Season 1. When the Moon Descends, the Tale of the Loquat Spirit. Prologue. Visione, the Divine Sight. Kodama Takano, a Kewaishi of the Reiwa era. Born into a lineage that had endured for generations, he carried the weight of inherited skill more keenly than anyone. Raised within ornate traditions, his heart wavered between the resolve to guard their value and the quiet knowledge that preservation alone would never be enough. Between what must not change and what must. Those words had once been spoken to him. Even now they rested deep within his chest. His role was never meant to end as a mere successor. It was to breathe life into ancient technique, to recreate the very concept of beauty itself. That was the path of Keisho-do he walked. Late autumn. Takano visited an ancient temple at the foot of Mount Atago in Kyoto. In a small tea room annexed to the temple, he slid open the paper door just enough to let the morning air enter. Then he sat, still, upright, in formal meditation. He closed his eyes and softened his breath, surrendering his entire body to the presence of the world outside. He slowly loosened the edges of his awareness. It was then. A sudden heat welled up between his brows. From the depths of consciousness, something rose. When he opened his eyes, his vision had changed. The skin of the person before him leapt into the center of the world. Dryness, an imbalance of surface temperature, fibers of the dermis quietly fraying. But beyond the surface, he felt the vibrations of the heart, hesitation, confusion, unspoken unrest. All of it carried through the skin. This was not theory, not experience. It was an anomaly that could only be called sight. Takano understood instantly. The skin itself was speaking. And what it spoke was not limited to the present condition of beauty nor its decline. Within it lived an intention toward the future, still wordless yet undeniably alive. This was the first gift to awaken within him, Visione, the divine sight. Quietly but unmistakably it took root. From that moment on, whenever Takano touched skin, not only appearance but the hidden reason beneath it was conveyed to him. Why it had become so, how it might return. The delicate veil of the skin whispered its answers as naturally as breathing. But this sight came with a price. Each time he used it, something was carved away from within. The breaths he drew deeply failed to reach him. They turned to heat and quietly slipped away. His breathing grew shallow. Circulation dulled. Even his bones felt cold. It was as though, in receiving another's beauty, he surrendered his own. And still, he accepted it. For he believed this was the true response of a Kewaishi. To listen to what lies beneath words, to search together for unseen answers. That act, to him, was the very essence of makeup. Seated on the veranda, Takano reached for a small vial hanging at his chest. Shisui, a liquid that appears only to Kewaishi, holding within it both color and presence. Takano's Shisui was red, not fire, not blood, but a living crimson, unmistakably alive. Inside the vial, it swayed gently, as if touched by something unseen. At that moment, his smartphone vibrated. The name on the screen, Misaki, an old friend. once a fellow researcher, now running a salon in Tokyo. A woman who, in some quiet way, still thought of him as special. "Takano-san, please." Her voice trembled. "Recently, my client's skin has erupted with redness, bumps, irritation. No matter what I try, it only worsens. It's as if their skin is rejecting my hands." The plea sent a shadow through Takano's Visione. This was not a mistake in treatment, not an issue of formula or device. It was something else, something deeper, something quietly stirring within the skin. "I understand," he said. "I'll come at once." He ended the call, grasped the vial of shisui as if to confirm its presence, then rose slowly. From the garden, a single stalk of bamboo released a thin, clear sound. Takano's vision opened quietly, toward the change yet to come. Where that presence had arrived from, he would learn only later.